So today we're going into an area that is probably about 15-minute drive from where I live. It's called Bridgnorth. It's really nice little villagey town thing, very like scenic and all that lot. But for charity shops, it's terrible. I think I've only ever picked up a couple of things since I've been reselling here. It's very expensive, and there is some quality, but like I said, it's expensive. There's actually a market here as well, so you never know, there might be some Goosebumps books on there, which I'm trying to collect. And I'm going to go into an antique shop as well, because sometimes they do mess up. We've got about 7 shops to look around, the antique place and the market stall. So if you're excited, you know what to do. Like it, subscribe it, and yeah, let's get out there and see what we can find. I'm not expecting anything from this little market, because it's all going to be like cheap tat and flowers and stuff like that. But you never know, there might be a few little traders on here that sell stuff that I can sort of make a bit of money out. Like I said, flowers. Yeah, 25 quid. Antique thing.
It is, isn't it? It's in lovely condition.
Person I just picked up that tin, she does car boots, and she had a load of plushes once. I remember she was trying to sell them for a certain price. I was like, well, yeah, if you're on eBay. And she goes, oh yeah, well, why can't I sell it at the same price? And I was like, well, you've got no footfall compared to eBay, you know what I mean? And you probably wouldn't know the prices of them if it wasn't for eBay, you know. Just trying to get out of paying taxes, aren't they? There's not much here, to be fair. A load of tat. I'm gonna go into the antiques shop now. It's a really big one. I always say, when you go out, everybody thinks you need to go and buy something, and sometimes you don't. Don't just buy something for the sake of it. You know, if there was antique places, go in there, because it's research. Because you might see these on a car boot, and then you've seen it in that antique shop and said, well, that's worth about 50 quid. You never know, do you? It's just getting more knowledge in that brain to help you in your reselling career. So they do sell modern stuff, because that's a modern. But look at that, how cool is that? 20p a go. I wonder how much they're selling that for. 325 quid. Is it worth that? I wouldn't have a clue about stuff like that, but it's cool. Toby jugs, they're pretty much worthless now, even I know that. Starbucks coffee mugs, 8 quid. Wow. Well, £8 for a mug here. That'll be hanging around for a lot. Oh, look at that. £8, it's not worth 8 quid though. Now, if these are proper, oh, if they was Guinness, I'd buy them. 28 quid, I'd buy them. It's modern, but it's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. 200 quid. That's a big bowl. Look at this though. Retro robots. Scooter 2000. 68 quid. Sells on eBay for about 30. Thing is, with these antique shops now, you automatically think everything's old and everything's worth a lot of money, but it's not. Like you see a lot of like signs which are old-fashioned signs, and you think, oh, that's worth loads of money. They're not. Most of them are reproduction now. But I have seen something that I do like. It's a radio control Vinted racing car. Where is the remote though? Where is the remote? Oh, there it is. I wonder how much that is worth. Let's see how much that's worth. They want 50 quid for it, so they're struggling to sell it. Can't even find it. And one's similar. They're selling for about 50 quid, so. 145 quid for a barber. They're never going to sell that. It's in this. It's like a radio control haulage truck. They want 50 quid for it. I can get my money back on it. If it's new, you can get about 100 quid. So I want 50 quid for it, but yeah. Could I sell it as a new one? I don't know. So you can make some money. It all depends on what you're looking at. You can get that in B&M for 25 quid. As you saw, most prices are over eBay prices, and there's a lot of modern stuff in them now. They're not exactly the places what you think you can pick up loads of old antiques and that. Some are, but some aren't. And yeah, it's not the best place if you're thinking about trying to make a profit by buying something in there. You'll be very lucky. Anyway, enough of all that stuff. Let's go around these charity shops, see if we can find anything in these overpriced ones, because trust me, I guarantee I'll find something that's really, really pricey. I've actually found something I might actually buy. Mark Darcy sells strong, really nice. 10 quid, 44-inch chest, so it's really good size. Sell for about 40 quid. I'm gonna buy that. Got this little train set here, 15 quid. Sells for about a tenner on eBay. Also got this like Metro City matchbox thing, pretty cool. Is it gonna all be there? 20 quid. I don't think it's gonna get much more than that. I told you this place is expensive. One thing so far, free charity shops. We've got Cancer Research and the Mind UK here now. I have picked up stuff from both of these before, they're a bit better priced. Oiling look, Scotland, very plain. I just realised that's a Gant. Not for that much. The one actually near me is actually better than that Cancer Research. That was terrible in there. Overpriced, no electrical, really poor. So that one was even worse than the Cancer Research. They have modernised that completely into virtually a brand new shop. There's a handful of second-hand stuff, all brand new dresses, all new footwear, you know, where they're getting it obviously donated. Absolutely rubbish. This is why I don't come to Bridgnorth. It is rubbish. It is really rubbish. The only reason I come here sometimes is because there's, I think there's one or the two shops that are really good, and the next one is Seven Hospice, which in my area is where I pick up all the good stuff. Scotch and Solder, 8 quid, but it's very different. It's Amsterdam Couture. It's nice, but will it sell? About 25 quid. I don't know. So I left that Scotch and Solder. There just wasn't enough solds on it. Everybody goes on about Scotch and Soda, it's good and all that lot, but to me, I can't see anything good about it at all. Prices are max 30 quid for a jumper, but the people in charity shops know about it, and they're just like putting the prices up. I mean, 8 quid. If it was 25 quid, say, after fees and that, I'm gonna make a tenner. You know, for 8 quid, that's not even worth it, is it? So I left it. Somebody else can make a tenner off it. If it was more popular as well, I would buy it, but like I said, not many sales, and not many sales of that one. Actually, no sales of that one. So I'm leaving it. Leave it to a clothing reseller. We're in the last charity shop now, and it's Oxfam, which, yeah, we all know about Oxfam. What would I rate Bridgnorth out of if you're thinking about coming around this area? I wouldn't bother, personally. You'd be wasting your time. Yes, come for a day out maybe if you're in this area, because obviously you have Iron Bridge down the road and all that lot. But if you're coming for charity shopping, you're not going to make much money. Trust me, not in Bridgnorth. It is very overpriced. There isn't that much quality, to be fair, and yeah, it's just not worth it if you're a reseller. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Only picked up the one thing, but at least I'm going to make 40 quid off that. See you again.